Middle-earth, the piece of Middle-earth Gimli to you. And today we're not just looking at a figure, we're looking at a piece of Middle-earth, and this is Gimli. And I'm telling you right now, this is one of those what once you've seen it in person, we will find that you'll understand why people call it a masterpiece. And let's start with the Gimli's head sculpt. 超哥，要不近距离放一下他的头雕。And let's start from the head sculpt of the Gimli because this is where it instantly hit the difference. And this piece used the real wool for the rooted hair. And you can see that real lamb wool for the rooted hair and the beard. No synthetic, no plastic, and just the real wool. And you can see it right here. Every single braid is hand woven. Every braid is braided by the hand, and we are not talking about one pattern. You've got thick braids and thin braids, layered weaving, and that's why when you look at it from different angles, the depth just pops. This is kind of the detail you don't notice in photo, but in hand, you will find that it's really insane. And yes, you've also got movable eyes, but it's not magnetic. So you can actually adjust the gaze left, right, or just slightly down. And guys, that instantly brings the whole character to life. And guys, don't miss this detail right here. And also the helmet. The paint work on this is extremely refined. You've got subtle metallic layering, slight, and also the slight weathering on the edges. It's not just one flat color. When the light hits it, you can actually see the depth in the metal, and that's how you know it's done its right. Will there be an update to the base? Otherwise, looks great. Yes, we will be the upgrade to the base. The base will be much more bigger than this one. Hello, welcome. And here is the important part. The helmet is fully removable, so you can remove it from the head and without destroying the style. So you can display it with the helmet on for that full battle ready look, or just take it off and show that incredible head sculpt and hair. Hello, welcome. Fantastic, thank you. And also the best thing, even without the helmet, the overall look is not affected at all. It doesn't feel like something is missing because the head sculpt itself is already strong enough to stand alone. So welcome out to all the guys. You are watching the INART live showroom. Today we are bringing you Gimli to you. And you are not looking at just a figure. You are now looking at a piece of the Middle Earth. Please increase the size of the helmet and brace. We will increase the size of the base. The helmet is not so tight. It's not so tight, and you can easily put it off and without destroying the hair and style. Can you make the base shorter and wider, please? We will make the base wider when the next product. So, 这款也会变的。Oh, okay. So essentially, you're getting two display style you can in one. Just when you put the helmet on, it makes the warrior mode, and when you put the helmet off, just the character. And now let's talk about the body. It is just not a short body, it's just a bespoke dwarf body. And what does it mean? It means that proportions are built specifically for Gimli. That stocky, powerful, and grounded look. He doesn't look like a resized human. He looks just like a dwarf warrior. Put my order in yesterday. Anything to do with Lord of the Rings? I mean, he looks fantastic. Thank you. And now, let's talk about the ankles. Ankles are fully articulated. That means when you pose them, whatever you like, or just a battle stance, wide stance, or holding axis, It's removable and he can actually stays grounded. No floating, no awkward balance issues. This is huge, so if you actually display your figures, will please make the 4 hobbits in a 4-pack. I think this is strategy, so okay, thank you. Thank you for your advice. And now let's talk about the weapons. Let's talk about the weapons. 超哥. The axe's head are solid metal. 我要把它拿起来。The axe's head is solid metal, but the back is not the metal. When you pick them up, you will definitely feel the weight of the metal, but it's not a pure metal, because if everything was metal, it would be very heavy and ruin the posing. So the combination gives you that perfect balance, realistic feel, and also still practical. And everything is movie accurate. You can see that double-bladed axe on the back, throwing axes on the waist, and all with dedicated attachment points. So nothing feel loose, and we will not find them cheap. And let's move to the outfit. 展示一下衣服吧。The outfit. This is where a lot of brands either win or lose, and this one absolutely wins. First, the chainmail. The chainmail of the Gimli is not full metal, and that's actually a good thing because they use a gold thread disc technique instead. So visually, it looks like the chainmail, but the arm can still move freely. Very cool. Wish y'all chose a different outfit though. Oh, you don't like this one? It's the helmet made of metal plastic. The helmet is not made of the metal. Thank you, CM. Can you please make an appointment with the orange and green outfit? We will take it into consideration, thank you. Gimli is so awesome. Are the axe handle wooden? No, the axe handles are not wooden. Does it comes with another jacket to wear? No, we don't have another jacket, but we do have a cloak. You can put the cloak on. So let's talk back to the chainmail. It's not full metal, and we use a gold thread disc technique instead. So visually it looks like a chainmail, and at the same time it won't influence the so the arm can also move freely. Who will be your next LOTR figure? I want to complete the Fellowship of the Rings. You can just wait and go to our website to check it, or just sign up to our newsletter. Do you think I could see it with the cloak on? 他说想看那个披风披上去。Sorry, not for today. You can see it in our website. If you want to see the Gimli with the cloak on, you can click the link and go to our website. Audio is low. Really? 很轻吗？ Okay. Outside of the 9 fellowship members, how deep are you going for LOTR? You can wait. And visually, it's the chainmail. Let's go back to the chainmail. The chainmail looks like it's not full metal, and it won't influence the arms move, and you can get the realism of the articulation. You are a big fan of yours, Lord of the Rings and Hobbit line. You have every single one of them, like even Gandalf. Wow, you can put them together, and make the poses. If you want to see the comparison between the Gimli and Thorin, you can just type the comment and let me know it, and we have Thorin, and we can make a comparison of them. And the clothing, we specifically adjust the color saturation. It's more vibrant than doll prototypes, but more realistic. And it doesn't look like a toy, it looks like fabric from a film set. And then you combine with the weathering, the dirt, the wear, and the mud effect, and suddenly it feels like he just walked out of a battlefield. So, like, you can almost smell the journey. And this is not just a short man. It's not just a short piece. It's a spoke dwarf body. It's specifically designed for the Gimli. So you can actually see that the movie accurate. Did y'all do the eye with the magnetic? No, this rolling eye system is not magnetic. You can change it under the hair, under the bread. Can you announce Frodo and Sam soon? I cannot reply you. You can just sign up to our website, sign up to our newsletter and check. Soundwave, I'm so excited for the release. Gimli looks fantastic. Thank you. If you like it, you can book it right now. And also, let's go into the accessories of Gimli, because the accessory is full of little surprise. The pipe is the final version. This one, the pipe, is going to be alloy metal in our final version, and that's the level of storytelling we're getting. And this, the cloak pin is made of the pure silver. The cloak of the Gimli. If you want to see the Gimli with the cloak on, you can just click the link and go to our website to check the picture of the Gimli with the cloak on. And you can see that the cloak pin is made of the pure metal, pure silver, real sterling silver. No painting, no plastic, just actual silver. Do you have any interest in making one of those? Or Reese? Yes, love Gimli. Thank you. Thank you for your like. Congratulations on your first 5 years. I can't wait to see how your next 5 years will look. Okay, thank you for your support. No magnetic rolling eye. Yes, it's the rolling eye system is not magnetic. Why the price is so high? You can see a lot of details that the Gimli has, even in the helmet or just the braids, our hair, and also the design of the clothes. Bonjour. When the Thandui and Thoden, please. Thank you. Thank you for your advice. You can just sign up to our website and wait the notice. And let's move on to the accessories. We are just talking about the pipe and also the cloak. And let's go into the backpack. The backpack is attached with the Velcro. So if you want it permanently attached to the Gimli, you can use some glue. You can use a little bit of glue, but it's all your choice. Frodo next. Just receive. Frodo next. How does a helmet on the head affect the hair. The helmet just is not so tightly. You can just slightly put it off and it will not influence the hair and it will not affect the style. Can you show the cloak and the backpack? And I can show you the cloak, but the backpack, sorry, the stand cannot remove. So you can just go to our website to see the picture. And this is the cloak. And the cloak pin is made of the silver. It's not painted or other thing, it's just a silver. Can you lower the base so it's more in line with other bases? Lower the base. We will take your advice into consideration. This is the first figure to have the silver clasp on the cloak. Maybe 这是第一个有银的。Yeah, maybe. Guys, the base will be altering in its wealth. Yeah. The next version, we will alter the size of the base. Sakura figure I can understand. Sakura figures for the movie Underworld. This one is Gimli. I don't know if you are talking about the Gimli. It's from the Lord of the Ring, and also you can see that the piece from the Middle Earth. Why make the base tall vs the Legolas and arrogant figure with a flat base? Maybe because the Gimli is shorter and also he is a dwarf warrior, so we make the stand a little bit taller. What is your name? My name is Kiru. The INART presenter is so beautiful. Thank you for your support. And the backpack, we just talked about the backpack. We may not able to see you about the backpack, and if you want to see it more, if you want to see it, you can just go to our website to check the picture of the backpack, and it's attached with a Velcro. So if you want it to be permanently attached to the Gimli, you can use some glue to make it permanently secure. So it's totally optional depending on how you want to display. Kiru, yeah, Kirue. My name is Kiru. Thank you for your support. And here's something important for all the collectors. The final base will be enlarged. So many of you worry about the size of the base, maybe too small. We will enlarge the final base. So what you are seeing now is not even the final impact. So the display presence is going to be even stronger. Thank you. Do you collect figures? I want to. Yes, I want to. And I am also a fan of the Lord of the Ring. And this is why I'm saying this is not just a toy, it's a piece of the Middle Earth. And look at the weathering. You can really see the weathering, can almost smell the mud of the journey and the hand-braided woven hair. And this is why we call it a masterpiece. Would INART ever consider including 2 different bases? Maybe not for this one. And we can wait until next product. And we will take your advice into consideration. Is the Terminator base B? No. Keep it going, guys. She's gonna... No. Is the Terminator base being updated? Maybe not. The base is very tall. Yeah, the base is not the final version. We will alter the size, enlarge the base. So so many of you worry about the size of the base. 我们的这个高度会调节吗？
哪个的高度？
就是地台的高度。
地台是不行，它那个金属支架可以调节。
啊，他们说地台是太高了，是吗？
地台或许不会高度变宽就会变宽。
哦。We will only enlarge the size of the base, but the height we will not adjust. Here, the chainmail is not die cast, but the head of the axis is metal, and the chainmail we use some of the metal. The head of the axis is metal, and you can actually feel the weight. So if the whole weapons are metal, it will be too heavy and it will destroy the pose. Any chance of more Dune figures? Are you guys still doing the mattress? Push the button and rotate figure, please. This stand cannot rotate. Sorry. We can just only see the front of the figure. And if you want to see the back of the figure, you can click the link and go to our website to see it. Thank you for your consideration. So the final base will be enlarged, and the weathering and also the hand-braided wool hair, that's why we call it really a masterpiece. And also the metal heads, the resin handles, perfect balance for posing. So if you are a fan of the Lord of the Ring, this is not optional. This is really essential. I guess that's a no then. I don't know exactly. You can just sign up to our newsletter and wait for the next. But if this space is so much taller than Legolas and Arrogant spaces, the three of them will look strange on the shelf. Please reconsider. Okay. Okay, thank you for your advice. But the Gimli, he looks much more shorter than the other figures. And he is a dwarf. We use the dwarf body. So if the stand is a little higher, it will look more peaceful, harmony. Make the base look like the arrogant Gandalf and Nicholas with the height. Okay. While many of you mentioned the base height, all the base should be the same height to properly represent the character's heights. Okay, thank you for your advice. Will there be other Lord of the Rings figures reviewed this year? I'm not sure about other figures of the Lord of the Ring this year, but you can sign up to our newsletter. Does INART have license to Aragorn from the Return of the King? Frodo and Sam soon, please. Okay. The height of the base is meant to make the heads all in line of the fellowship. Yes, Alexander. You got Gandalf, and so sell other toys to make base for him. I think that base should be flat like other figures. It accentuates the height of the figure. He's a dwarf and it should look like that on the show. Yeah. Thank you for your advice. Is the helmet plastic or die-cast? It's plastic. 全是塑料的吧？
Okay.
Does the figure have the magnetic? No, we're not. This one, Gimli, are not equipped with the magnetic rolling eye system, but the eye is removable. You can change the eye gaze under the beard, I think. He looks absolutely incredible. Thank you. You need to make the base shorter. He is a dwarf and needs to be shorter than the rest of the fellowship. Okay, thank you for your advice. And let's take another look. Welcome to our INART live stream. You are looking at Gimli. He is just not a figure. He is a piece of the Middle Earth. And I'm telling you right now, this is one of the pieces that, and once you've seen any person, you will find that you will understand why people call it really a masterpiece. Is the final look? No, it's not the final look. It's not the final look of the product. We will enlarge the stand, and also many of you have mentioned that the height of the stand should be adjusted, and we will also take it into consideration. Other than the base, this is magical. Okay, the base is too tall. Yeah, so many of you have mentioned that the height of the base is too tall. Oh, so the height of the base is in order to make the Gimli can just sit on the base, take a seat on the base. Yeah, so we make it a little higher so the Gimli can easily just sit on the base. So he will not just standing on the base, you can also make him sit on the base too. So can you put one of your figure? Yeah. We have Thorin. If you want to see a comparison, we have Thorin, and I can make a comparison. Can you see it? Does INART have the license for other Lord of the Rings movies like Two Towers Return? Same body? No, it's not the same body as Thorin. We use the bespoke dwarf body to make. You can see that the Gimli look much more stocky and powerful, and also with a grounded look. So it's not the same body with Thorin. The Gimli has a specifically designed body. That is the bespoke dwarf body. You can really see that the dwarf warrior look on Gimli. Another normal size one, I mean it, like you want two size. Outstanding work as always. Thank you. So let's look at the head sculpt of the Gimli. The head sculpt, this is where it instantly hits the difference. This piece uses the beard and also the hair uses real wool for the rooted hair with no synthetic, no plastic, just the real wool. And as you can see it right here, every single braid is hand woven. We're not talking about one pattern. You've got thick braids, thin braids, and layered weaving. And this is why when you look at it from different angles, the depths you will find that. This is the kind of detail you don't notice in photo, and in hand, zoom into his. Okay, see whose wrinkles. 这可以放大吗？放大他的脸。Sold out? No, it's not sold out. You can go to our website if you want to do the deposit plan or just the full payment plan. You can go to our website and check it. How do we move the eyes? How do we move the eyes? 这怎么移眼睛啊？头掉下面。Under the head, you can move the eyes. For the next live you guys do, I just to bring all the other older ones from the series to see the whole company. It may be too much more. We have the ring. If you want to see the comparison between them, I can show you. Are you going to make a Joker ledger too? I'm not sure about that. Good job feeding this question. Why does John not do these videos? 谁是 John? Oh, he has other business to do. So today we are helping you to see this. Magnetic, no, it's not magnetic ice. Thank you. Okay, I like to chat with you. If you have any questions or details want to know much more about that, you can just type in a comment and I will reply that. Would we see more Walking Dead figures in the future? If you want to see the Walking Dead figures, you can just sign up to our newsletter. If we have something new about that, we will notice you. Version from INART 2. Is there a chance to see him next to Aragorn or Legolas? 他们说想要一起展示，可以吗？ Maybe not for today, Luis. How many layers of clothing does he have? How many layers? We have the let me see. 它这是有几层啊？ Oh, it's not the final version. I'm not sure about how many layers the clothes have, and you can just see it. What about Witch King and Angmar? Looks great, by the way. I'm gonna get him 100%. Thank you for your support. Do you have any update on Frodo? I'm not sure about Frodo. If you like the Frodo, you can wait and sign up to our newsletter. Take the helmet off. Sorry, not for today. The helmet, we can easily put it off, but in order to keep the stylish, so we'd better make the helmet on. If you want to see the Gimli without the helmet, you can go to our website. Click the link and go to our website to see the picture. USA availability, no. Sorry, it's not available in the US. For the love of God, now. When can we expect Game of the Thrones figures? Okay, we will take it into consideration. Take the helmet off, please. You guys really want to see the Gimli without helmets, right? Are the boots whole or split cut? It's whole. The boots is whole. Will there be an exclusive item included if I order direct from INART website? I don't know what you mean, Glanner. Can you make it more understand? Do you have to remove the back of the head to move your eyes? No. Or will it have access through the lower part of the head? We have the access through the lower part of our head. You can move the eye under the head. Have you considered making the eyes magnetic like with Thorin? Yes, so many of you have mentioned that the magnetic rolling eye system, and our team will take it into consideration into the next version. This is not just the final version. we will alter so many details the next version. So if you have any advice, just type in the comment. Is INART planning for any video game figures apart from Wukong? Maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure about that. Why are all of the recent 1/6 figure AG and not higher tires? I think he means that like the fireworks of Gandalf and the cloak of Aragon. Yeah, we have accessories. If you want to see the accessories, I can show you. And we also have the cloak of the Gimli. Cloak of Gimli, and this cloak pin is pure silver. You can see that. And also we have so many interchangeable heads and also the weapons, the 5 weapons and also a pipe. If you want to see all the accessories, just type 1 in the comment and I will lead you guys to see that. Oh, I understand that. Thank you. Does he have real chainmail under his clothing? Chainmail? He has chainmail. For the clothes, he has a chainmail. Yeah, let me see it. Chainmail is not full metal, I mentioned you guys, and that's actually a good thing because it will not influence the articulation. Yeah, and we use a gold thread disc technique instead. So visually it looks like a real chainmail, but we can still make the arm move freely and you get realism and also the articulation. Hello. Is the cloak weathered? Yeah, the cloak is not so weathered. Uh, the cloak is not weathered. Some other details are weathered, like his boots or his outfit or the helmet and also the pipe. You guys want to see the pipe? There are some ashes on it, some small details. Oh, not available in UK. Sorry, I'm sorry to hear that. I know you guys wanted the base to be tall, but trust me, 95% of collectors prefer the base to be shorter and wider. And the base is not the final version. We will enlarge the size of the base, but the height we will probably not adjust it because this height can make the Gimli sit on it easily. So it's not may not be shorter. Hi guys, do we have expectation to bring magnetic bases back in the future? Maybe, I'm not sure about that. This one with a crotch grabber. I've been saying about that base for a minute. Yeah. Is there a specific hand for the pipe? Yes, we have the holding hand to hold the pipe. No. Okay. Gimli from DC. What? Gimli from DC. I don't know what are you talking about. Not from DC. No, not from DC. Gimli. Gimli is from Lord of the Ring. Gimli. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your correction. I've always got it wrong. It's Gimli. We have to keep telling them about the basis height. for them to understand. No one wants him to sit. No one want him to sit. Okay, thank you for correction. Okay, Gimli. No, you guys don't want him to sit. Does helmet sit on hair? The helmet is not so tight attached to the hair, and you can easily put it off. It will not affect it at all. You can just easily put it off or just put it on. It will not influence the stylish. And let's go back to the head sculpt. The hair and the beard are all made of the real wool for the rooted hair and beard. And you can see it, every single braid of Gimli is hand woven, and we're not talking about one pattern. You've got thick braids and thin braids and layered weaving. You will find the depth on it. Will you guys update these bases? Everyone hates it. We will update the size of the base, but the height we are still considering about that. Is the base still magnetic? Like, no, it's not magnetic. The Gimli comes with a crotch grabber. The figure and everything else is on point, but the base is too tall. If you use base, he'll be tall as human and elves. The whole thing about Gimli, he's a dwarf. Yeah. Thank you. I know you guys want him to just look like the height, he looks just like a dwarf. I love you, INART, but please take our suggestions. We just want you to be the best. Yes, thank you. The base must be fixed. Has to be lowered. Hand woven, how long did that take? How long, I'm not sure about the time, but the hand wove, it must be painstaking, right? It's need time, so many times. And also the small braids and also the big ones makes his hair and beard looks so much complicated. Are there any metal part, helmet, axe, and also the clothes? I think that the shoulders here is metal. You guys are the best. Thank you. After Gimli, can we expect INART to announce another character from Lord of the Rings? Yeah, you can wait. Which character? I'm not sure about the next character of the Lord of the Ring, but you can wait to see that. And I'm not sure about that. If you want to know the next figures, you can sign up to our newsletters. The eyes is movable. You can remove the eye gaze under the head, under the braid, under the head. I'm not even getting this, but the base needs to match the rest of. Okay. So many of you have mentioned the height of the base. Okay, I get it. We will get it. Will you guys make him Bilbo from The Hobbit? You can sign up to our newsletter to wait for the next figure, next character of the Lord of the Ring. I was waiting for this figure for years. Thanks for making the best Gimli ever. Thank you. The base, but yes, some of you are getting Moonlight Artisan with a plastic base. Okay with it? Will all your orders for Smooth Chronicle Michael Jackson into the jukes box? The funny thing is they're trying to explain away I think they're starting to catch the drift though. I think it's fantastic. Don't answer all the babies on here. Okay, okay, Christopher. Thank you. Thank you for advice. And I will just go through another details about Gimli to for you all the guys. And other than the head sculpt, the movable eyes, you can actually adjust the gaze. So, okay, don't. No, they're not haters. Maybe they just want us to be more perfect. Frodo and Sam two-pack. I'm not sure about that. And the movable eyes. Also, the helmet, we can easily, the paintwork on the helmet is extremely refined, and you've got subtle metallic layering, slight weather on the edges, and it's not just one flat color. When the lights hit it, you can actually see the depth in the perfect according to that. What's Lamau? What if I want my to seat? He will have his own display. Can you take the helmet off? Sorry, not for today. Because when we take off the helmet, our hair should be stylish again. So not for today. If you want to see the Gimli without the helmet, you can just click the link and go to our website to see it. Does Gimli have newly developed body? Yeah, he's not the same body with Thorin. It's not the same body. He comes with a dwarf body, specifically for Gimli, much more stronger, much more stronger and much more stocky and powerful and grounded look. Sam should be Frodo's base. Can you pick up the figure? No, maybe not. We'd better make him stand on the base. Is he smaller than Thorin? If you want to see the comparison between Gimli and Thorin, and I will show you that. I think that may be taller. Thorin is taller. Maybe the Thorin is a little bit taller than the Gimli. He is taller than Thorin on the base. Good comparison. Okay. So other than this, let's talk about the weapons. The weapons really get satisfying, and the axes head are solid metal, and you can feel the weight of the metal. But the rest of the axis is not metal or wooden. It's not wooden. Because if everything was metal, it would be too heavy and ruin the posing. And just the head of the axis are metal is right. And the handles are high quality resin. And so the combination gives you that perfect balance and also realistic view, but still practical. Hi. Hi, Nikchi. Looks a bit shorter. Gimli is actually smaller in the movie. The proportion is specifically for Gimli. Hi. Welcome to all the new viewers. You're watching the INART live showroom. Any questions or details about the figures, you can type in a comment and I will reply you to that. Do the weapon fits in the backpack? Yes, we can make the weapon just in the backpack. Kiro, can you see Gimli is the best figure INART has made so far in Chinese? You want me uh, to say it in Chinese? Okay. 金立是 INART 做过最好的模型。
Every figure is the best. Are the best.
Yeah, every figure are the best. Thank you for answering our questions. You're welcome. Do the weapon fit? The weapon fits in the backpack. You can put it behind his backpack. And let's move into the outfit because this is where a lot of brands either win or lose. And this one absolutely wins, right? The first, the chainmail. Some of you have mentioned the chainmail. It's not full metal, but that's actually a good thing because it can make the arm remove freely. And we use a gold thread disc technique instead. I don't know if that was right, but thank you. You're crushing it. Thank you. Thank you for your support. What is my favorite INART figure? What is my favorite INART figure? Let's see. I'm not sure. I think that every figure of INART is so perfect and it's outstanding, right? So let's go back to the chainmail. I just talked about the chainmail. The arm can, with this chainmail, is not pure metal. The arm can still move freely and you can get the realism, both the realism and also the articulation. And look at the clothing. They're specifically adjust the color saturation and it's more vibrant than doll prototypes but still realistic. And it doesn't look like a toy. It just look like a fabric on a film set. Just say one. You want me to say one? I think that Gimli is the best, right? Because I'm not looking at Gimli, and in person, you will find that when you get it, when you see it in person, you will find out why we call it a masterpiece. Yeah. So if you combine that with the weathering, the dirt, and also the wear, the mud effect, and suddenly it feels like he's just walking out of the battlefield. And like you can almost smell the journey. How many points of articulation are there to the figure? Like the arm, the shoulder, and the hand, and also the ankle. I think that the head is also articulate. I think maybe this part. Game of Thrones. I have Harry and Ron figure, but I can't find Hermione Granger figure. All sold out. How can buy a Hermione figure? You want to buy a Hermione figure? You can check in. I don't know. Yeah, we may not sell it after. Like Enzo Ferrari, the next one will always be the best. Yes. Kirill, will you be going to San Diego Comic Con? Is he not going to have a booth at the or a spot during the comic soon? Will we? I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but I really like to go to the San Diego. Why are you don't make magnetic eyes? Also, the helmet doesn't metal. The helmet is not metal. But we do our best to make it a metal look. It's movie accurate. We'll be at Hong Kong in July. I'm not sure about that. I'd like to be in Hong Kong, but I don't know yet. You will be in Hong Kong. How much longer will the base will be? How much longer will the base will be? Maybe you can go to our website. And the size of base is not the final version. You can wait until the next version. I'm not even going to address in the chat that don't understand the concept constructive criticism. INART refuses for magnetic eye. I guess it's too expensive for them to make. Many of you have mentioned that the magnetic rolling eye system, so we might take it into consideration for the next version, so you can wait. Star Mist for off top. Do you have plans to make more Gandalf Grey or Hobbit version? Yeah, maybe the Gandalf. The Gandalf is not selling right now, right? Have you designed the box art yet? 我们这个盒子设计好了吗？ Not yet. The box art, the box design is not yet. I'm driving, so I couldn't respond immediately. Some PPL get spoon-fed and don't ask questions about what they're eating. Fig. I cannot clearly understand what you mean. Can you make it more clearer? Does INART have a physical shop? 有线下店吗？ No. You can book it online. You can just go to our website and click the link and go to our website. We don't have the physical shop. Thank you for your supporting. Berserk Klein. This was a response to a friend in the chat. Okay. So other than we just talking about accessory, right? And other than the weapon, the axis, the head of the axis is metal, and also this one is really worth mention. This one is pipe. It has so much small design in it, small details in it. It's going to be alloy metal. The pipe is going to be alloy metal and with a burnt ash effect. And that's the level of storytelling detail we're getting. And this, we cannot miss the cloak. The cloak pin is real sterling silver, no painting or no other materials, just the actual silver. Kiru, I can't understand the emoji. Why there is goat, G-O-A-T, right? The goat, that's the dope, cloak. Maybe for a new Gandalf, what would be great? The current one is too expensive on the market now. No new Gandalf. You can wait till the next character. The cloak has not been shown in any promotional photos. Really? The cloak is 它官网的图片没有斗篷的照片吗？ You can click the link and go to our website to check it. I think that probably you missed it. The cloak, we will show it in the detailed picture in our website. GOAT. Yeah, I understand you. Goat. Greatest of all the time. The cloak, yeah. So, can you show all the axes? Okay, Martin. You want to see all the axes? The one with in himself, in his hand, and other axes, there are two, and there are also two. Huh. There are in total, there are 5 axes. Have you considered making black myth wukong with mixed media and metal armor? Making black myth wukong with mixed media. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, will you make a Brommer figure also? No, I'm still not sure about that. I'm just introduce you this Gimli, and I'm not sure about the next notice of the next figure. Will the Daenerys pre-order this year? If you want to see some notice or information about the next figure, you can just click the link and go to our website. Would you consider make the base wider? Yeah. The next version, we will make the base much more wider. I was impressed with your figure as well as my husband. We both watching now this stream. Can you tell us, would review hobbits like Frodo and Sam? I really want to answer your question, Nasty, but I'm not sure about the next figure, the information of the next figure. Yeah, so if you want to know more details about Gimli himself, you can just type in the comment. Figure is 10 out of 10, all this missing is base being wider and shorter after those adjustment easily will be figure of the year. Okay, since we're asking about other figure and Gimli, can we expect to hear BVS? Yeah. The next is Big Ben. Yeah, I can tell you about that. The next figure be released is Big Ben. Batman, the Batman. No more biz talk after the last one. Are you an actress? No, I am a TV anchor. Next on the line will be Frodo 100%. I'm not sure about the next figure of the Lord of the Ring, but I can sure about the next figure be released in INART is the Batman, not the Ben version. Any updates on the Terminator face sculpt? This one, I'm not sure. The eye is going to be magnetic. No, the rolling eye system is not magnetic. You can change the eye gaze. You can just change the eye gaze under the head. Looking at the website, the cloak is attached in some photo but not shown in accessories like hands and axes. No photo highlight the cloak on. If you want to see just the cloak itself, I can put it in front of the camera so you can see that. Is this right? And the cloak pane is silver. It's real sterling silver, and it's not painted or plastic, or it's just actual silver. This is the cloak, and without weathering. It's not weathering. Are the eyes single eye movement or paired movement? 它是一起移的还是一个一个移的？眼睛。Oh, the eye rolling one by one. It's not moving line. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Herman. When will we see the... No, I don't know. Are you also involved in making figure, or are you involved marketing section? Oh, I only involved in marketing section, but if you want to make any advice to the making process, I can also help you to reflect that. Yeah, I'm not involved in making figures. We have really big team, and sorry, I'm not in the making process. Why are people so fixed with magnetic eyes? Those are not a good idea. Of some some of us may like the magnetic rolling eye. In the future, will you consider to make a short hair characters? Anyone else with rooted hair? No, I'm not sure about that. Adjust eye is below the head like Gandalf, or behind his head, below the head like Gandalf. The eyes can adjust under his head like Gandalf. Can you take the helmet off the head if you want, if you can to see his head? Not for today, sorry, SG. Not for today, because as soon as we take the helmet off, we will re-stylish the hair and also the bear. So it will take a long time to do it and to finish it. So today, we'd better make the helmet on. But I can tell you that the helmet is not so tight. It can be easily put it on and put it off and without destroying the hair. Thanks, much better. If behind head, then his hairstyle will be a mess. Yeah. Yes, you're right. Fix the base, please. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. The base, if you want to fix the base size, his wide, we will enlarge the size. But if you want to adjust his height, this height is specifically for him to sit, so we probably not to adjust the height of the base. Can you show the back of the figure? Sorry, this stand cannot be rotated, so today I can only see you the front of the figure. If you want to see the back, you can click the link and go to our website. There are a lot of the clear picture, you can see it. Any plans of making Edward? I don't know. The helmet stays glued on the head on this one. Have you heard if INART is planning on making Lobo from DC movie Supergirl? It's only Lobo's sideshow. This would be. No, I'm not heard of that. I'm not heard of that. So if you guys have anything want to learn about the Gimli himself, you can type it on the comment. Other figures, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, make the base wider, please. Yes, we will enlarge the base till the next version. This is not the final version yet. His feet are falling off. Yeah. Okay, Bosch rag. We will adjust. We will adjust the size of the stand and make it a bit wider than it used to be in the final version. What is the estimate time for it to release to the public? The shipping day will be the next year's Q3, the 2027's Q3. We will ship it. Kiru is a ghost, but INART official needs to be better prepared for this live stream by able to show off the figure accessory better. Love your face. Thank you. Have a nice day, and we will promote our live stream the next the next live stream. Thank you. Jason Momas Lobo would be INART stop making magnetic bases altogether. No, I'm not sure about that. So the base will be wider and not lower in final. will be wider, and lower probably not. Lower probably not. So if you all want to be lower, I think our team may take it into consideration, but there is a reason for why this stand is so tall, because we want him to sit on the stand. So I think that 900, but no, 90% that it probably is still the height. We will not adjust the height. Will you make a golem figure? No, I don't know these things. I think if INART should make the base a similar footprint and shape to the other figures, and provide a rock accessories that he can sit. Pre-order start. He can sit on. Thanks for taking the feedback in our team. Yeah, thank you for your supporting. That is a great idea. Hey, just joined. Gimli looks amazing, and I truly hope he has magnetic eyes. Okay, this version, his eyes is not equipped with magnetic rolling eye system, but since you guys, so many of you guys have mentioned that you want the magnetic rolling eye system, so our team may take it into consideration, and thanks again for your advice. Just make a lower one to buy separately, so who wants it can buy it and finally shut the hell. You are gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you for your compliment. Eyes will be adjusted from below his head, not from behind. Yeah, the eyes can be adjusted under the head. Am I got wrong? Did you do the live stream for the Terminator figure? No, the Terminator figure one is not me, and the Dumbledore one is me. Nobody wants to sit him on the stand though. Yeah, nobody want him to sit on the stand. Some of you may want. What is the release window? You can click the link and go to our website to check it. And welcome to all of you guys. You are watching the INART live showroom. We're now bringing you this Gimli, the Gimli piece, the piece from the Middle Earth. And you can see, when you see it in person, you will understand why we call it a masterpiece, right? Make the base top the same footprint as the base button. All right, do not taper to make smaller on the top. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Brosh. When can we expect two Batman via Superman? I don't know what you mean. Can you make it clearer? You want the Batman versus Superman Batman? And let's talk about the head sculpt. The head sculpt, you can really see the wrinkle on his face, and also the beard and the hair is all rooted woolen hair. And there are several braids, like the big ones and also the small ones. You can really see the details on it. Those braids are all hand woven, so it really takes time. We use our hand to make the braids. Can you show him with Legolas figure? He means BVS Batman. BVS Batman 是
The next figure is the BBS Batman.
Okay. The next figure is BVS Batman. Legolas figure.
We can show you now.
Not for today. I've pre-ordered the Terminator figure. I hope you give updates on the likeness of the head sculpt, if they are going to be include other extra base for the second body. 它这个终结者的 update。他已经预定了，已经预定了。他说是什么时候发出吗？他是说 Yeah, I want the Batman. Hope they knock out the park. The next figure will be the BVS Batman. Yes, so you will not worry about that.
We won't have the extra base.
Okay. The Terminator, we won't have extra base. Yeah. Gandalf was supposed to have magnetic eyes, but they gave us firework and mushroom instead. Yeah. You can move his eye gaze under the head. Mushroom and fireworks. Do you like it? Do you like them? When will we see Terminator? I'm not sure about that. Central call. So if you guys want to know more about Gimli, you can type the questions in the comment. Thanks, Inar, for the extra base. Probably we will not have extra base. Sorry about that. And let's talking about articulation. Let's talking about the body. The Gimli's body is not just a short body, and it's not the same body as Thorin's. This is a bespoke dwarf body, and what does mean? It means that proportions are built specifically for Gimli, and that stocky and powerful and grounded look. He doesn't look like a resized human. He looks like a dwarf warrior, right? Yeah, so if you want to know more details about Gimli, and I'm telling you right now, and here is something a lot of people overlook. The ankle are fully articulated, and that means when you poses him, whether in battle stance or white stance, also the holding axis, we can also make him pose like that. And he actually stays grounded, no floating, no awkward balance issues. He can stand on the stand so stably. And this is huge if you can actually display your figures. Didn't know that. I start with arrogant Gandalf after. So now let's talk about weapons, because this is where it really gets satisfying. The axis heads are solid metal, so when you pick them up, you can feel that weight immediately. The X heads are solid metal, but the handles are high quality resin, because if everything was metal, it would be too heavy and it would ruin the posing. So this combination gives you the perfect balance, the realistic feel, but still practical. Is there a good range for motion for posing? You can make him into different posing, like, or the battle stance, or just I don't know what you mean. You're welcome, Sandra. I'd like to answer all your questions. So if you have any questions, just type in a comment and I will answer that. The belt leather. The belt is leather. The belt is not leather. The belt is leather. The belt is leather. 腰带是 leather 的吗？ No, the belt is not leather. It's Gimli. It's Gimli. I got wrong. Is this INART's first live stream? No. We have a lot of live stream before, like Dumbledore or Terminator. You can just click our Can you show him holding the axe? No. No, maybe not for today. You can see him holding this axe. Belt is PVC. belt, the material of the belt is PVC, is not leather. Gimli, yeah, Gimli. So when you pick the axe up, you will definitely feel the weight of the solid metal, and this combination gives you a perfect balance, like the realistic feel, and at the same time it will not destroy your pose and still practical. Hope y'all can keep doing dioramas with your figures. That's what makes y'all stand out from other companies. Thank you for your supporting SG. PVC, yeah, PVC. And there are double-bladed axe on the back, throwing axe on the waist, and all with dedicated attachment point. Nothing feels loose, nothing feels cheap. Yeah, and let's now moving to the outfit. Mm, outfit. Because this is where a lot of brands either win or lose, and this one definitely wins, right? First, the chainmail. The chainmail is not full metal, and that's actually a good thing. Why? Because it used a gold thread disc technique instead. So visually, it looks like real chainmail. But the arm under it, the arm can still move freely, and you can get the realism, and also the articulation at the same time. And also, look at the clothing. They specifically adjust the color saturation, so it's more vibrant than the dull prototypes, and but still realistic. And it doesn't look like a toy. It looks like a fabric from the film set, and then you combine them with the weathering, the dirt, the wear, and the mud effect, and suddenly it feels like he just walked out of the battlefield, and like you can almost smell the journey. So welcome to all the new viewers. You are watching the INART live showroom. Any questions about the Gimli or some details about him, you can just type in a comment. So let me take you go through all the details of him, and let's go into the accessories of Gimli. We have several interchangeable hand and one cloak. This cloak with a cloak pin is silver, is real sterling silver, no painted, no plastic, and it's just the pure silver. And if you want to see the Gimli with the cloak on, you can just click the link and go to our website to see it. No painted, no plastic, and the custom size for dwarf. Yeah, I'd rather not smell Gimli. Okay. I mean that you can actually smell the okay, you can smell the Gimli from those details, right? And it's not just a real smell. And also the backpack, and there is also I had to mention that the backpack from is attached with the Velcro. The backpack of the Gimli is attached with Velcro. If you want it be permanently secure, you can just put some glue on it and make him permanently attached to Gimli. I've seen bigger stands in Lego sets, just saying. Yeah? You want the stand to be bigger? This is not the final version. In the next final version, we will enlarge the stand, but the height we will not adjust. Thank you for. How come you guys got off magnetic bases and eyes? I don't know. If you want the magnetic eyes and the bases, you can just leave a message, and our team may take it into consideration. Um, So the final base, I had to mention you guys, the final base will be enlarged. So what you are seeing now is not the final impact. So the display presence is going to be even stronger because Joker kept falling over. Okay. How can I pose him on this small base? On this small base, you can make him sit on the small base. If you want him to be posed, you pose. If you want him to be posed, you can just make him out of the base and do some poses. Yeah, this height of the base in order to make him sit on the base. And also the size of the base, we will make it wider the next version. And look at the weathering. Yes, you can almost feel the mud of the journey and hand braided wool hair. This hair and also the bear, these braided are all hand woven. So, and also you guys know that it's made from pure woolen, and also the rooted hair make it more realistic look. How many hands in total? Let me see. Interchangeable hands, there are 7 interchangeable. There are 7.
We have nine hands total.
9 hands totally. Okay, we have 9 hands totally. Yeah. Will you enough with the base question? She mentioned it a million times. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I will not get bored. If you still have questions about base, and I will still answer you. Will you make the Hobbit Gandalf and Legolas? No, I'm not sure. The Hobbit Gandalf. If you want to know the other information about other figures, you can sign up to our newsletter to get. I'm willing to pay more, but please bring back the magnetic bases. Maybe the crotch grabber is more stable, makes him stable. Looks incredible, thank you. Why they went all plastic with Wukong Lai? I thought it's going to be wool hair, use of leather, metal and fabric. Why plastic? I love Wukong, is my favorite mythological. Wukong, maybe Wukong is smaller. The 112, yeah, is smaller. So we use the different materials. The 9th hand, is it specific to the pipe or something else? 天哥，它有一个特殊的这个手是用来干嘛的？哦，就是这只是就哦。This one specific is the relaxed hand. It's just make him to relax on the left hand. So this is the specific hands. Others are the same. So the Gimli, he has to hold the axis, the left hand, also the right hand to be relaxed, and just put it on the left hand. So this one is the specific one. There is 162. Okay. So I'm not sure about. I don't know. Looking forward to the photo. Yeah. Does the body have double joints elbows? Double joint elbows.
You can move the arms.
Yeah. There are double joints elbow. You can move the shoulder and also the arm. Yeah, like this. Thank you for answering my question. You're welcome. Specific pipe or, oh yeah, you just mentioned So welcome to all the new guys. You're watching the INART live showroom. We're now bringing you this Gimli from the Lord of the Ring. So if you want to know much more details about him or any questions to ask, you can just type in the comment. And if you got questions, drop in chat, and I will go through everything with you. Same questions about base again. Yeah. Yeah, I think that probably many of you concerned about the base, right? The base size. So many, so many of you have mentioned about this one, and so let's mention it again. The base size we will alter it. We will enlarge in the next version, but height probably no. You have beautiful smile. Thank you. Thank you, CM. So let's talking about the head sculpt of the Gimli. The beard and also the hair is all hand braided, and you can see the big braided, and also there are small braided, all hand woven. Within that, you can really see the complicated and also the small details in it. You can really see the depths just pokes. A great question. Did she answer it? Which question does body have? Yeah, I answered that. I have answered that. The body have double joints. Yeah, the double joints elbows. Like the arm, we can make the big arm and short arm. Just yes, we can remove it. It's articulate. And also, other than the beard and also the hair, we can see that the helmet is not full metal, but we do our best to make it look like a metal helmet. And the full metal will destroy the heavy. It will be too heavy to destroy the hair and style, right? So this one is not so heavy and not so tight. You can just easily put it off or just put it on, whatever you like. If you put it off, it will not destroy your hair. Hopefully, final product will not disappoint it. As good as Thorin will be good. Okay. Beautiful smile alone. She's stunning. Thank you. You made me shy. So, so everything. So let's just talk. Other than the helmet, this is the kind of the detail you don't notice in photo, but in hand you will find insane. And that instantly brings the whole character to life. And guys, don't miss this detail right here. The helmet, the paintwork on this is extremely refined. You will find the subtle metallic layering and slight weathering on the edges. It's not just one flat color. When the light hits it, you actually see the depth in the metal, and that's how you know it's done right. Stop thrusting late. The return of the seams. The return of seams. The return of seams, what that mean? Let me picture it. Are you selling the inner shirt? 什么意思啊？Are you selling the inner shirt you are wearing? Yeah, we are selling this shirt. You can go to our website to check if there is any product about the shirt. Did anyone ask how tall the figure is? The tall. If you want to see the comparison between him and Thorin, I can show you that. We now have Thorin. So the Thorin is a little bit taller than the Gimli. And let's talk about other things. So essentially, let's talk about the body. It's not just a short body. It's not the same body as Thorin. We specifically designed this bespoke dwarf body for the Gimli because he is just a dwarf warrior like, right? We make him into that stocky, powerful, and also the grounded look, make him look just like a dwarf warrior. He doesn't look like a resized human. He look like a dwarf warrior. You're welcome. How come you skipped over Frodo and Sam when you teased them ages ago? Frodo and Sam. No, I don't know about the Frodo and Sam. So here is also something a lot of people overlook, and some of you have mentioned that the articulation and the joints, the ankles are fully articulated, and that means when you pose him, you can make him into different poses, whatever you like, and he actually stays grounded. So welcome to all the new guys. You are watching the INART live showroom. If you want to know the full price or if you want to book it, you can just click the link and go to our website to see the much more clearer picture and to see our price. Our two plans, we have now deposit plan and also the full payment plan. You can go to our website to check the price. For the deposit plan, for the full payment plan, we will ship earlier, and for the shipping days, we will ship in the next year's Q3. I'm not in Asia. It's impossible to even meet her. That's not shipping. It's a compliment alone. Use the technology correct. Yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about the. Let's move on to the next part. Is the axis. The head of the axis is made from. It is made from the metal. When you hold it, you can definitely feel the weight of the metal. So, but the rest of the axis is not metal, because if the whole thing was metal, it will destroy. It will be too heavy to destroy the poses. Why is the eye not magnetic? Why is the eye is not magnetic? I don't know. Maybe to make him same as the Gandalf. You can adjust the eye gaze under the head. Frodo is a protagonist from the movie. You should prioritize him over other characters. Yeah. Yes, Frodo yes is the main character. So I don't know why we team chose the Gimli. Probably because Frodo is so much important, right? So we should put a lot of much more effort into the photo. Any plans on making any of the female characters? No, I'm not sure about that. Is there any advance or updates on the licensing and distribution to other countries for these IPs? Good questions. And I'm not sure about that. If you want to know the information, you can sign up to our newsletter. They should give Gimli a glass of beer accessory. Yeah, good advice. Thank you for advice. We have pipes. This one pipes is going to be alloy metal in the final version. You can see the ashes on it. Magnetic ice would get loose over time. Thank you for your answer. Yeah. All we have in our figure for pre-order and super reliable. If you want to pre-order now, you have website store. Yes. If you want to book it, if you want to try out the pre-order, you can click the link and go to our website to book it. Thank you for your time presenting the figure and answer my question. Yes, you're welcome. I'd like to do that. Is there any concern about damaging the hair by leaving the helmet on long term? No. No. The helmet is not metal and is not so that heavy, so it will not destroy the hair. And for the size of the helmet, we make a little bit bigger than the head, so it will not attach to the head so tightly, and you can slightly put it off so that it will not influence your hair. Aragorn, please reissue a rooted hair sculpt. We forgive you, but it ruins the line of the Lord of the Ring. Okay, Mabel. Will you send this prototype preview to Justin Collection? Just asking. No, I not get information about that, and I'm not sure about it. So our live stream will end 18 minutes later. So if you guys have anything question or want to look more details about Gimli, you can type in the comment, or you just want to simply chat. Will you make figure from Return of the King? I don't know. 可以，超哥，他要特写一下面雕。Thanks for info about Gimli. You're welcome. Thanks for your companion. So you can really actually see the wrinkles and also the braids. The braid of the beard and also the hair are all hand woven. There are big braids and also the small braid. It's all braided by hand. You can really see the complicate design on it. And as you all know, the hair and beard is all made from bamboo and also the rooted hair. Any news on Makima release? No. If you want to know other figures information, I'm not sure about that. I just only know that the next released figure will be the BVS Batman. So let me quickly lead you guys go through the Gimli. We just mentioned the head sculpt and also the helmet. We're now moving into the outfit. Outfit is where a lot of brands either win or lose, and this one absolutely wins. First, the chainmail. The chainmail is not full metal, and that's actually a good thing, because we use a gold thread disc technique instead, so visually it looks like real chainmail, but the arm can still move freely, so you can get the realism and also the articulation. You are very pretty. Cheer from US. Thank you. Well, look at those hands. Wow, yeah. You can actually see the interchangeable hands. We have the relaxed hand and also holding hand and also other hands. I settle down creep. It's Justin's collection. 头 头盔是可以设计取下的，可以取下。眼睛不是可动的，不是磁吸啊，眼睛是可动的，但不是磁吸的。The rolling eye system is not magnetic, and also the helmet is removable. Justin's collection 什么意思啊 ？No European. 对，
是一个 QL。
哦，他说什么 ？No European. So if you are not available countries, I'm not sure. I'm so sorry about that. Please figure of the rate. We have cooperation.
Yes, we will send the products to him.
Okay. Yeah, so we will send our product to the Justin, and we have the cooperation with Justin's collection. Hi, what is the material on his elbow? What is? Elbow. I think maybe it's the gold thread disc. Plastic. This one is plastic. Okay. The figure looks great. Thanks for doing this live stream. Thank you. Will you make a Gandalf at the white figure? Probably no. Probably no. So, we have just mentioned the chainmail is not full metal, and that's actually a good thing because we use a gold thread disc technique instead. So visually, it looks like a real chainmail, and under the chainmail, the arm can still move freely. It will not influence the articulation. You get the realism and articulation at the same time. And look at the clothing. We specifically adjust the color saturation so it's more vibrant than doll prototypes, but still realistic. And it doesn't look like a toy. It looks like fabric from a film set. And then you combine that with the weathering, the dirt, the wear, and the mud effect. Suddenly, it just feels like he just walked out of the battlefield. And no more Gandalf the Grey. You said you would not repeat figures. First finish the Fellowship, then you can do Gandalf the White. Okay, I get it. 这是什么意思啊？哦。
We won't have Gandalf the Grey anymore, but we maybe have the white one.
Okay. We maybe have the white one. Yeah. We need Frodo like air and water. Okay, Frodo is the main character. I know that. So, let me correct my answer. I just say that the Gandalf the White, the figure probably, well, we can do, but there probably no more Gandalf the Grey. Yeah, so let's get into the accessories of the Gimli. Gimli, we have the pipe. In the final version, the pipe will going to be alloy metal with a burned ash effect. That's the level of storytelling detail we're getting, and also don't miss our cloak. The cloak paint is real sterling silver, no painting, no plastic, just actual silver, and custom sized for dwarf. Please release the character alternative looks Gandalf the White and third movie outfit. Okay. Thank you for your advice. We will take it into consideration. So, quick. There is the other quick pro tip for you guys. The backpack is attached to Velcro. So if you want it permanently secure, you can use a bit of glue. Totally is optional depending on how you want to display. And here is another important thing for you to know. And the final version of the base will be enlarged. So what you are seeing now is not even the final impact. So the display presence is going to be even stronger. Any chance to get some U rugs?
Oh,
Huh?
sure.
Oh.
We maybe don't have chance to get off.
Yeah, there probably no chance to get. Guys, be smart about after they finish the fellowship, they will 100% do return of the keynote characters like Gandalf and Wykin. Yeah. So look at the weathering. Look at the weathering of Gimli. You can almost smell the mud of the journey. And also the hand-braided wool here. This is why we called it a masterpiece. The metal heads and also the resin handle, perfect balance for posing, right? And if you a Lord of the Ring fan, this is not optional. This is really essential. And I'm going to show you guys some close-up again. And look at the hair and look at the braids. If you want to adjust the eye gaze, you can make the expression change. You can just move the eye gaze under his head. But sadly, it probably be like 5 years from now. I don't know. We need a golem. Okay. So let me lead you go through the Gimli again. Today we're not just looking at figure, we're looking at a piece of Middle Earth, and this is Gimli, and I'm telling you right now, this is one of those pieces that once you've seen it in person, you understand why people call it a masterpiece. And let's start from the head sculpt. Because the head sculpt, this is where it instantly hits different. This piece used real wool rooted here with no synthetic, no plastic, just the real wool. And you can see it right here. Every single braid is hand woven, and we're not talking about one pattern. You've got thick braids and also the thin braids layer weaving. And that's why you look at it from different angles, the depth just pops. Can you show Gimli next to okay? Okay. I can show you the Gimli next to the Thorins. As you can see, the Thorin is a little bit taller than the Gimli. And the body shape of the Gimli and Thorin is not the same. The Gimli, we use the specific dwarf body. You're welcome. Will you make ORC figures? No, I'm not sure about that. Other figures questions, I'm not sure about that. Yeah. So everything we just talk about the braids and hair rise, and other thing is helmet. The paintwork of the helmet is extremely refined. So you've got subtle metallic layering and also the slight weathering on the edges. It's not just one flat color. You can actually see the depth in the metal when the light hit it. So orcs are ugly bad guys. Oh wow, they really different bodies. Great look. Yeah. And the helmet is the most important thing, that the helmet is fully removable, so you can display him with the helmet on for that full battle ready look, or just simply take it off. And the size of the helmet is big enough to easily put it on and also to put it off without destroying the hair. And the best thing, even without the helmet, the overall look is not affected at all. So it doesn't feel like something is missing, because the head sculpt itself is already strong enough to stand alone. For the Batman, use a better material that doesn't deteriorate, and wool hair for the Bruce Wayne hand. Okay? So essentially you getting two display styles in one. Can you make the eyes magnetic? Why not? This one is not magnetic, and maybe there is some reason why our team not chose the magnetic rolling eye system again. Woodgar say your father should take over the live stream. I don't know. What do you mean, Ariel? Does the helmet may damage the root and hair? Do you recommend to pose it with it for a long time? Um, the helmet the helmet will not damage the root and hair because it's not metal, so the weight is not so heavy to ruin the root and hair. If you want to pose it with a long time, if you at a time you want to put it off, you better restylishing the hair. Yes. When does INART plan to do boomer? I don't know. What I mean is I love this Gimli. It's brilliant. Will INART make Erwin and Galadriel? Thank you. Thank you for your support. But the other figures, I'm not sure yet. You're welcome. So let's talk about the body. As I just mentioned, this is not just a short body. This is a bespoke dwarf body. What does mean? It means that proportions are built specifically for Gimli, not same as Thorin. Specifically for Gimli, that stocky, powerful, and grounded look is specifically designed for him. He doesn't look like a resized human, he just looks like a dwarf warrior. And here is something a lot of people overlook. The ankle are fully articulated. That means when you pose him in battle stance or wide stance or just simply holding axis, he actually stays grounded. No floating, no awkward balance issue. This is huge if you actually display your figures. And now, how tall is this? If you want to see the comparison with him and Thorin, I will show it to you. This Thorin is a little bit higher, taller than the Gimli. You should make Arwen, and INART is only one that can make them properly. Thank you for your trust. So let's talk about the weapon of Gimli. The weapon, the axe heads are solid metal. So when you pick them up, you feel that weight immediately. And the handle is high quality resin, it's not metal though, because if everything was metal, it would be too heavy and it will ruin the posing. So this combination gives you the perfect balance. Realistic feel but still practical, and everything is movie accurate. Double bladed axis on the head, throwing axis on the waist, and all with dedicated attachment points. Nothing will make you feel loose, nothing feels cheap. Thorin is not human, he is also dwarf. Can you compare it with Aragorn or Nicholas? Sorry, not for today, because our Nicholas and Aragorn, when we show them, we shall make them look perfect before the live stream. So today, the Aragorn and Legolas is unprepared. So sorry, not for today. Bromir would come with 3 magnetic arrows. So let's moving to the outfit, because this is one where a lot of friends either win or lose, and this one, our outfit absolutely wins. First, the chainmail. The chainmail is not full metal, and that's actually a great thing. We use a gold thread disc technique instead, so visually it looks like real chainmail, but the arm can still move freely. You get the realism and the articulation at the same time. So under this chainmail, the Gimli's arm can still move freely without deteriorating his articulation. And look at the clothing, they specifically adjust the color saturation, so it's more vibrant than doll prototypes but still realistic. And it doesn't look like a toy, it looks like fabric from a film set. Then you combine that with the weathering, the dirt, the wear, the mud effect, and suddenly it feels like he just walked out of the battlefield, like you almost smell the journey. This Gimli looks better than a real Gimli. Thank you, Nick. I think which kin is no brainer for INART. They already have all the parts, just need to add the helmet and mace. I want to personally thank you for giving us brilliant LTR figures and crush those as actually figures. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you for your compliment. Thank you for your supporting. Now, let's go into the accessories. The accessories, the fun parts. The pipe in the final version is going to be alloy metal. This version is not, but in the final version it's going to be different, and with a burnt ash effect on it. And other than this, the cloak of the Gimli, the cloak pin is purely real sterling silver, and also the size is specifically designed for the dwarf, so you can really see the design and the details on it. If you want to see Gimli with a cloak on, you can just click the link and go to our website to see it. Will this Gimli tell me bedtime stories? If he tell you bedtime stories, it will be a horror stories. Looks brilliant, even overexposed like this. Just wish the platform was a bit wider so the feet. Okay, let's mention again. Our base, the base of Gimli, this is not the final version. In the final version, in the next version, we will alter the size. We will enlarge the stand and make it stable, but the height will probably not change. And the size, the wide, we will change it a much more bigger. So you don't have to worry about the wide of the base, the platform. So welcome to all the new viewers. You are watching the INART official live showroom. If you have anything questions or anything details want to learn about, you can just type in the comment. So it will be wider. Yes, it will be wider. How wide? I'm not sure about that. And the accurate number, I'm not sure about the accurate size of the stand. Yeah. Batman needs a diorama. Can we close up on the face? You want more close up? 还能更近吗？ Hopefully. Is it close enough? You can clearly see the head sculpt of Gimli. Looks amazing. Hopefully not much wider. 1 centimeter or so should be sufficient so the feet are fully supported. Yeah. Yes, love the wool beard. And I must mention that the braid, you can see that the braid of the beard. We have big braid and thin braid. These are all hand woven. We braided by hand. Like up there are thin braid, and down there, here are the thick braid, all hand woven. And also in the back, there is a hair braid is also. I saw him smirk. That is close enough. It looks like a real dwarf, yeah. It's really weird to see Gimli with such delicate, glittery voice. The beard will have some more rings, right? You want the beard comes with more rings? Amazing how far the technology have come in the last few years with INART that looks like a person. So realistic. Yes, so realistic. The wrinkle of the head, the wrinkle in the face, and also the expressions. You can also move the eye gaze. By the time I should mention that the eye gaze, we are not equipped with magnetic rolling system. You can move the eye gaze under his head. What is the expected release date? Facebook's the website. Yeah, it's all you can. The exact release date is Q3 2027. Trust the website. Yes, he does need a couple metal rings in his beard. Thank you for your advice. That's a great opinion. We didn't notice from afar. Yeah. Now we have no rings on his beard.他这个辫子上是有指环的吗？哦。哦。哦。The exact shipping date is Q3 2027. So if you want, mm, so if you want to know much more details about Gimli, you can just type in a comment. And now we're looking at his face and also his head sculpt. Beside the face and also the beard, hair, we can see that the helmet, we do our best to make it look just like in the film, right? It's not metal. It's not the material of the helmet is not metal. Because if it's metal, it will be too heavy to ruin. It will be too heavy, so it will ruin the hair. So this one, we use other materials and we change the size, make it a little bigger so that it will not attach to the head so tightly. We can just slightly and easily put it off and put it on without deteriorating the hair and the style. Okay, thank you for a suggestion. The fit sculpt is very crisp. Very good job. Thank you. Yes, if you want to remove his eye gaze, you can adjust under his head. We have some joints to move his eye gaze, and we move it one by one, not in line. So if you guys have any questions, you can just type in a comment. Yes, in the movie we see that each end of the mustache have one beard ring as well. So you need to add to be accurate. Ring each end of the mustache. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. There is still something at the end of the mustache. If you mean this, make the base in the style of belling. Okay. Is the chainmail on his hand glued to the fabric sleeves or is it separate? Is听哥，这个锁子甲它是胶住的还是？哦哦 It's separate. It's not glued. Those are already correct rings. You need to add 2 more at the end of his mustache. Okay, I get it. I get it. Can you take the helmet off? Sorry, not for today because as soon as we take the helmet off, we should take time to make his hair be perfect. So it takes time. So if you want to see him without the helmet, you can just click the link and go to our website to see the clear look picture. I think you should seriously consider making Sauron. Okay. I will seriously consider, and our team will too. And we just mentioned that the clothing, right? The outfit. The chainmail is not full metal and that's actually a great thing because we use gold thread disc technique instead. So visually it looks like real chainmail, but the arms under the chainmail can still move freely. The chainmail will not influence the articulation, so you can get the realism and the articulation at the same time. But before Saru, you have to make Arwen and you need women of the okay. So many tasks. I assume INART will focus on making all members of fellowship first. I do hope you will also like make Saruman, as he was one of part of Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah, I hope he have his wool long hair. Who has his wool long hair? The Gimli has the Gimli's hair is also woolen. This makes me want Boromir too. Can't wait for him too. He has so many layer and texture in his clothing. If you like the whole Lord of the Rings series, you can collect this one because the Gimli is really essential. And after this time, we will probably be not open for the order, pre-order or the product buying, so you can just get them quickly. Now you have a horse reuse it. Okay. So let's look at the clothing. The clothing, we are specifically adjust the color saturation so it's more vibrant than doll prototype but still realistic. And it doesn't look like a toy, it looks like a fabric from a film set. And then you combine that with the weathering, the dirt, the wear, the mud effect, and suddenly it feels like he just walked out of a battlefield. Like you can almost smell the journey. I think Gimli already sold a lot. Yes, so many of you like Gimli, and we have to admit that the Gimli is really a masterpiece. This one. So from this chat, we can see that around want INART to make our way. Okay. Yeah, we will see the whole fellowship. Excited. You can wait the fellowship and you can collect each of them. I heard a rumor that INART was making Golem. Is there any truth to that? I don't know. I've never heard of this rumor. So I'm not sure about the next character of INART will make. So besides the head sculpt, let's go through all the accessories, okay? 我们来看一些配件吧。Accessories, the pipe. You can see that pipe. The pipe is going to be alloy metal in the final version with a burnt ash effect and also the cloak. The best part of the cloak is this cloak pin is alert, is real sterling silver, so it's not painted or just not plastic. It's actually silver and the size is specifically designed for the dwarf. And also there are several interchangeable hands. There are totally 9 hands, so you can change the shape whatever you like. And there are also a 5 axes. The head of the axis is made from pure metal, and you can actually feel the weight when you hold the axis. And the rest of the axis is not metal. Because if the whole thing was metal, it will ruin and destroy your poses. It will be too heavy, right? You can just make the axis, just put it in the backpack. It's suitable also. Zoom in please on your face. I imagine Golem will come from the 2 towers. Well, INART make Dune 3 figures. I don't know. And INART will finish the fellowship line first. They need to make goblins, orcs, and some. I think they just skipping No, we're not skipping, we're choosing. Can you bring back magnetic bases but upgrade with large magnetic for the base? That's probably much more expensive. Will the metal cut off my cat's finger if accidentally? Swing to her. Too big. The metal cut your cat's finger. Probably not. It's not so. It's thick. It will not pierce your cat's finger. Gimli. I just talked about Gimli. Gimli. Too big? What's too big? What is too big? Frodo is a must. We need him. He is main character. Yeah. Frodo actually is the main character. I know that. So our team are putting effort into the main character because so many of you like them, right? Okay, then I will sharpen it. You want to do that to your cat? Is that right? The Balrog is too big to make. The Balrog? Yeah, the Balrog is too big. Gimli, focus on Gimli. Okay, focus on Gimli. When she said, is it funny? I think that the, the axis is thick. Is it funny? Balrog is a boxer on the Street Fighter. He's not that big. You are right. So focus on Gimli. If you want to see the comparison between the height of Thorin and Gimli, and I can show you the Thorin is a little bit taller than the Gimli. And by the way, mention that the body shape, they have totally different body shape. And for the Gimli, it's not a resized human body. It's a specifically designed dwarf body, make him look so much grounded and also stocky and strong, powerful look. Just look like a dwarf warrior. If we paid in full in the first minute release, I hope we are yes. The full payment customer will be prioritized in shipping days. The one who chose the full payment plan will be prioritized, will be shipped earlier. Smeagol ring Gollin. How about giving a quiz of Gimli, and if I answer correctly, I get Gimli figure. Giving a quiz. We have no activity for win the free Gimli figure. Can Gimli come with a pull string that makes him say his famous line? Wow, you guys are so funny. It's Gimli, not Woody. What material on Gimli boots? Fabric or plastic? It's plastic. It's plastic. But it's not feel so plastic. You can get that. It's hard and it's stocky. I'm sorry, but that base needs to be changed. All the community agree that. I agree that too. So many so many of you agree that the size of the stand should be altered, and this is not the final version. We will enlarge the size in the next final version. There is a snake in my helmet. Yeah, it's texture like Legolas for X. Okay, thank you. To Mother and beyond. Please INART fix Gimli beard and hair colors. He should be redhead. Oh.
Maybe the light.
Okay. Maybe the light. Yes. Because our light is a bit white. So if you've seen it in person, it will be looks much more red than you've seen it in camera. I'm sorry, I just arrived. Welcome. So I don't know if he has been already answered. Will Gimli have magnetic eye? No, sorry. He is equipped with rolling eye system. You can adjust eye gaze under his head, but no magnetic. Sorry. And that's why you are the best. You actually listen to community's feedback. Yes, INART always listening to everyone's feedback. No, Gimli will have no magnetic eyes and he will come with wider base. Yes, thank you for your answer. Also, Erwin is the next. What? I don't mention it before. The next will be BVS Batman. And for the Lord of the Rings series, I'm not sure about that. But why? Why what? Beard color looks good now. In the photo it looks darker, but now it looks gray. You can put, if you like this color, you can just put some light on it. The light hits it, you can see the color. You see it now. So you know that the color can look different in different light, right? So you can just easily change the color. The magnetic rolling eyes are so much easier than any other option. Erwin would be great too. I'd love to see her in riding gear. Okay. And you had magnetic eyes already. Why go back that? Probably for some reason. And I don't know what is the reason. There must be some reason why we team chose this version, instead of the magnetic rolling eye system, right? You're welcome. She said it in private message. Wow, she sent a message to you. That's really great. So welcome to all the new viewers. You're watching the INART official live showroom. Any questions about price or the details or some questions about the Gimli, you can just type in a comment and I'm happy to answer that. The eyebrows are very fast in the movie. Wu eyebrow would have given a cherry on top. Okay, the quiz for the free Gimli figure is what's the certain season for Gimli not to have magnetic eye? Will you make a learn figure? I don't know. I just saw Gil move. Please do Gimli ankle with joints. It eliminates too much. How to pose it? 这个是不能动的吗？it's articulate. I don't know if you mean that the ankles is removable. It's articulation. It has articulation. It is a really big shame to have Thorin with no joints in his ankles. Thorin has joints. The leg can move. Also, thank you much for your amazing work. You're welcome. Gimli has such a high price, so the magnetic should definitely be included. There are still so many efforts our team has put it into, and not just only the magnetic rolling eye can be estimated into the price. Other thing also can. The high price is for the metal axis that cut my cat fingers. Wow, you really hate your cat, right? Your wife bought the cats. Every inner should have magnetic eyes. These figures are super expensive. Okay, so many of you concerned about the magnetic rolling eye. Why not give both options for the bases? I think it's a step back to not offer magnetic bases anymore. Probably because magnetic basis is not so stable. With a crotch grabber, it will be much more stable for you to stand on it. Poor cat. No, I love my cat. Also, I love, yeah. Okay, okay. You wouldn't promise me you wouldn't cut off your hat's finger. Okay, promise me. So I have to mention you that the backpack is attached with the backpack is attached with velcro. The backpack of Gimli is attached with velcro, so if you want it to be attached permanently on him, you'd better use some glue to make it permanently secure. Cat is doomed with 5 axes. I promise you. Now you can promise me to make our one next. Okay. To be fair, the other companies seem to have perfected their magnetic bases with some of their recent releases. Maybe you should revisit it. Okay, that's a great opinion. Our team will take it into consideration. Will be really an amazing thing if you can bring us Azog, so Thorin can have his enemy. Okay, and we have both character in our collection. Can we see him next to Barbie to estimate height? No, we don't have Barbie. We have Thorin. If you want to see him compared with Thorin, I can show you. The magnetic eye are good not to not destroy the hair moving the head sculpt foot body. Yes, I agree that. I know it's not perfect, but we always work around it. Okay, thank you for reflection. She can be Asian Barbie, she's cute, so you already seek. Wow, you're funny. Yes, the magnetic eyes are perfect for the character that have much hair on them. Magnetic eye only work well when the head sculpt is silicone. So here is something important for all the collectors. The final base will be enlarged. So what are you seeing now is not even the final pack impact. And the display presence is going to be even stronger. And this is not just a toy. It's a piece of the Middle Earth. Not sure we have it for Thorin, and the eyes are gray. I'm sorry if you already answered, but besides of making the base bigger, do consider making it lower. I think most collector would like a similar height for other figures. Yes, so many of you have mentioned that you like the same height of other figures, and you also you both wanted to be lower. But the reason why this stand is taller than other stand because we want him to sit on the stand easily, so the stand is so a little bit taller. So in the final version, we probably not adjust the height of the stand, but I can certainly tell you about that the wide and the large of the stand, we will adjust it. You've been streaming for a long time. No, I'm not tired. I will never get bored for bringing you this so perfect masterpiece to you, right? And so many of you are chatting with me, and I'm so glad. Maybe I am the only one here to say this, but magnetic eye is not a good idea. My Thorin and my Snape have crossed eyes, and I can fix it. I am really glad Gimli is not having magnetic eyes. Okay, so that's for some reason, and here is the reason why. Right, thank you. Thank you for your reflection box. Gimli is a dwarf. She should be shorter by default. Yeah, she is a dwarf. He is a dwarf, and the body proportion is specifically made for Gimli himself as a dwarf warrior. And he is not a resized human. He is not a shorter human. He's just a dwarf. Yes, no magnetic eye is fine. Yeah. Oh, interesting. I have not having that problem. So that is a problem some of you may have, but some of you may don't have. In order to keep everyone's figures securable, so we chose this plan that is not using the magnetic rolling eye. But many of you have mentioned our support that using the magnetic eye. So our team will also get the feedback and take it into consideration. Yeah, he's not just a dwarf. He's a brave warrior. I know that. I see that. I just spoke that he is a dwarf warrior, and I just objectively he is a dwarf warrior, right? Yes, I know that. Fearless knight, right. Guys, even if the base is taller, you can still see he's shorter than the others when he's next to them. Thank you for your answer, but please reconsider about your decision. I don't think any collector will post fantastic figure setting. Figure is amazing. Thank you. Okay. And our team will take it into consideration. Thank you for all of your great opinion. And if you have anything, a question or any a better suggestion, you can just type in below. INART will read all of your comments and take it into consideration into the next version of the Gimli. This is not the final version. Have you tried to rectify the eye with your finger on the Snape? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I consider the base his box, the magnetic eye make moving the eye so much easier. Yeah, probably no need for removing anything like the head sculpt. Yes, it's easier. It's easier, right? Look happy he's on the box. Very little accessories. Will you guys think about adding more? Like cut, like head of orc cut by Gimli's eye. This will be a little bit horrible. A head cut by his axe. If you want to see all the accessories I can show you around, there are 5 axes and the head of the axis is metal. And also the rest of them is not metal because the combination makes it feel not so heavy that will ruin his poses. And also the pipe. Wow, so many comments. The pipe in the next final version, it will be alloy metal. Alloy metal. And there are also some ashes on it, cigarette ashes. And there are, in total, there are 9 interchangeable heads and also a cloak. The cloak paint is silver, is pure silver. What? He needs bigger box. Figure is great, but please improve the base. Okay, well actually I have him sitting next to my sitting. Okay. Oh, I've not. Hey, get in line, man. How about a cat claw? Now we're talking, Nick. That pipe has real tobacco in it. Are you going to be the next live? Yes. If you want to, if you wait the next live stream of the BVS Batman, and I will be here for you guys. The next BVS Batman live stream will still be me to show you. Yeah. Everything else about Gimli is incredible. Only things I want to be included are the magnetic eye. Oh, always magnetic eye. And the and the and the bigger base. Yes. I can certainly tell you that the base in the final version will be wider. It's undoubtedly. Yes. Absolutely. The base will be wider. Absolutely. We will enlarge the base in the final version. So you won't have to worry about that. Okay, see you again. Good. Looking forward to see you with BVS Batman. Then the next one with INART. You really like the Irvin. You mentioned 1,000 of times of Irvin, right? You just say that Irvin just texts you in person. Why not just let her to go to see you? Are you going to bring more Lord of the Ring figures during this year? I will buy them all. Thank you for your supporting, and our team is still making an effort to make them. Yeah. So I'm not sure about is there any Lord of the Ring figures of this year, but I'm sure that the next figure will be the BVS Batman, so you can wait. Are you going to bring yes, I need a bat flag, aka BVS Batman. Okay. Ariel will buy all the Arwins. Yeah, I think that too. Ariel will buy all the Arwins. Ariel really a Arwen fans for sure. So if you guys have anything questions, just type in the comments. Our live stream will end in 60 minutes later. So BVS Batman will be announced next week. Yes. No.
Next figure.
Next figure.
Yeah, not next week.
Okay. The exact time I can't tell you, but it will sure be the next figure. May you only product Fellowship of the Ring figure or also figures from Two Towers and Return of the King? See, not just me. Kazier will buy Owen too. Okay. May I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Juventino. Is that how they spell? Hello. You have to include magnetic eye, please. Okay. Magnetic eyes. If not, it's easy to damage the hair and bear when you have to access the eyes. Yes. So many of you have mentioned that magnetic eye is much more convenient, right? I think too. And our team will take it into consideration. Is Batman going to have a Bruce Wayne figure too? We used to have Bruce Wayne version Batman. You want the Bruce Wayne figure? I'm not sure about that. See, Nick too. Wait, I will buy at least 5 so that's 7 urban sold. Urban, okay. Urban in deluxe version with horse to display against. Okay. Wow, so many of you are Urban's fan. And are you listen to us, your loyal customer? Chasing with Frodo. Yeah, that's really incredible scene. Okay, deal. Urban's next. I don't know. I want the Batman alone and Bruce Wayne hats with wool hair. I do not need Bruce Wayne extra body suit. Out of your guys' opinion, you can just type it into the comment and we will go through all of your guys' comments and take them into consideration. Thank you for reflecting. And if you have anything questions about Gimli himself, you can just type in a comment. Bought direct from you guys. Can't wait to get him. He's out soon. Super no. Just saw your Facebook post. No, I'm not sure about Supergirl. No, I'm not sure about that. So let me say that again. Just found that Gimli is Virgo. What my sign is Cancer. Gimli is a Virgo. What is your zodiac sign? My sign is Cancer. When? 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 You mean the shipping day of Gimli? The shipping day of Gimli is next year's Q3. Is it no longer available for pre-order? The Gimli is still on pre-order? Oh, Cancer goes well with my zodiac sign. Okay. Yeah. You guys should try make him Boromir. Merry and Pippin cheaper. Demand won't be as high. Okay. Do you have some info you can share about release dates for Superman? No, I'm not sure about that. Will Christopher Reeve Superman be up for pre-order soon? No, I'm still not sure about that. If you have some other figures questions, I can say that I'm not sure about that because only I know, as far as I know, is now the Gimli, and the next will be the BVS Batman, and after that, I have nothing to say because I don't know. I have not absolutely nothing. The next DC figure should be Wonder Woman Gal Gadot. Okay. I don't know. So if you are a Lord of Rings fan, this one, Gimli, is not optional. It's really essential, right? If you are a fan of the Lord of the Ring, you can just put him in line with other characters, so it will be so incredible. After BVS Man, you know what is next. We all know already. I don't know. I will give you a cloven horn of Gondor. Too late after that 3 magnetic arrows stick. Oh, no thanks. Awesome. Work on Gimli. Looking forward to Frodo and Reeve Superman. Thank you for all of your support. The future is exciting because it's uncertain after all. Yes, that's right. The smell says she knows. No, I have no idea. Totally no idea. No, so I won't smell because I have no idea. Batman Begins Bell would also be awesome. The Dark Knight is overdone. Romeo has no zodiac sign. He's dead. Oh my god. So today we're looking not just at a figure, we're looking at a piece of Middle Earth that is Gimli. And if you see it in person, you will find that you will understand why we call it really a masterpiece. And for the head sculpt, the hair and the beard are all, you know, that the rooted woolen hair and the beard. And also you can see the braid, right? The braid is all made by hand, braided by hand, all hand woven. And there are also the thick braid and also the thin braid makes the braid looks much more complicated. Focus on Gimli, yeah, focus on Gimli. It says sold out, probably because it's not start to pre-order yet. 天哥，开始预定了吗？it's not sold out. Maybe it's not available in your countries or regions. So it says sold out. I'm sorry about that. This is the best Gimli figure. Yeah. Blows away the Asmus one for sure. I throw all my Asmus the no comparison. No comparison. You know that, right? You just know that and held it in your heart. We all agree with that. I bet John Rhys Davis was with this. Burying the joints with Gollum to from Asmus is a decent placeholder to the INART one con. Yes, of course, with no comparison. One is masterpiece and the other is a trash. Is the Dark Knight Bale Batman still in your plans? You launched 112 version really long time ago. We need 1/6 scale. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, Gollum will be tough without joints. The Gimli have joints. And also, we just mentioned that the hair and the beard, the real wool, right? And also the hand-woven beard, and also the thick and the thin patterns. Also the movable eyes. The movable eyes. So many of you have mentioned that the magnetic removable eyes. Now we are equipped, this version we are equipped with just the simply movable eyes. You can remove it under the head. So if you want the magnetic, we will take it into consideration. And also the helmet. On the head, there is a helmet. The helmet is not made of metal. And if it's made of metal, it will be too heavy and it will deteriorate your style, your hair. So we make the size of the helmet a bit larger so that you can just easily put it off without deteriorating your hair and your style. So, can you show Gimli without helmet? Will it be easy? Yes, it will be easy, but after we put it off the helmet, we still need time to restylish his hair, so it will take time. So maybe not for today, sorry. If you want to see the Gimli without a helmet, you can go to our website. But it's still be easy to remove it. Yeah, most likely golem body will be silicone, so no joints visible since that figure just wear a pamper. You can take his helmet away and style his hair. We wait here, no worries. Okay, but our live stream today will end 4 minutes ago, 4 minutes later. So we have no time left. If you want to chat with me the next live stream, just follow our account and wait our BVS live stream, BVS Batman live stream. They can today, it will take too much. Yes. We can wait. You can just, if you want to see the non-helmet style, you can just click the link and go to our website to see the clearer picture. You can take 2 hours to fuzz the hair, no worries. Do it. Do it. I bet he's bald. No, he's not bald. How about her? What her? This might be your best work since Gandalf. You are really a Lord of the Ring fan, right? I agree, Gandalf is hard to beat. But this Gimli is amazing. Yeah. Thank you, gorgeous. See you on BVS live stream. I hope you make you giggle. Okay. Thank you for your companion. So, for all the audience and so for all the friends you are watching, if you have anything question about Gimli or if you want anything question about INART, you can just type in the comment and I will see that and I will reply you. And our live stream will end 2 minutes later. Thank you for all your companion. But the next is even better. Okay, thank you very much for take the time to read your comments. I'm very happy to reply to your all the great opinions and all the great advice, and our team will take it into consideration. And thank you for all the good advice. 谢谢 for answering all of. Thank you for all your answers. Hope Reef Superman is not. You're welcome. Hope Reef Superman is not locked behind 2 backpack paywall. Thank you for all the team for making this amazing figure and for answer all our questions. You're welcome. Did great promote this Gimli. Actually, a box would be a great accessory, but I guess that's too tower. So if you have anything question to ask, thank you for all the supporting, and thank you for all the companion. You can see us in the next BVS Batman live stream, and see you soon. INART will raise your salary for this live stream. We really enjoy this live stream. Oh, thank you. I hope you enjoy it. So, hope you enjoy it. We will see you soon. And great work, INART. Looking forward to more LOTR announcement. Okay, thank you for all companion. Bye bye.